We know that a subgroup of the population will begin to mate in the fall. So now there are two groups that are now reproductively isolated. We have one group of frogs that's going to reproduce in the fall, and another is going to reproduce outside of that area. Okay, so for your next activity, I'm going to hand out a sheet of paper. Where did it go? Hold on, let me find out. Alright, so I'm going to pass this out. Take one, pass it down. For this activity, you're going to create a species of an organism with any traits that you can think of. It's your species, you create it, and you're going to follow the instructions on this sheet of paper. So the first part, you're going to draw your species with 5 unique traits. That can mean, it can look any way you want it to look like. And then in the second box, I want you to draw in their particular geographic location a form of isolation. So something that's going to isolate your species. And then over time, when you turn your sheet, everyone turn your sheet over to the back side. I want you to draw your species undergoing a particular type of adaptation. It can look however you want it to look, be creative. And in the fourth box, you're going to draw your population undergoing differentiation. So how these two distinct species now are going to look and behave differently. You may work with your partners, bounce off ideas with each other. You're going to have about 10 minutes to do this. I'm going to give you 10 minutes, and then when you're done, I'm going to call on some of you to share in front of the class your particular species and the process of speciation that your species went through, okay? Does anyone have any questions? Okay, well, you have 10 minutes. Work with each other. You can talk as well. I need a thing. You don't have one? No. Oh, there you go. Certain species. Traits. You envision your species. Skin, love your skin. Brown eyes, blue eyes. Got 2 eyes. In this case, your species is color. 4 legs. Gonna walk up to it. Your own species, you created it, it's yours. And you're gonna follow along the process. Well, you can just write there what's going on. I didn't mention this, but I also want you to name your species. Get creative. I want to hear some cool names. So far.